Yeah, thank you very much. And I must say that it's despite the repeated sing-song, if you permit me to use that word, of the administration, there's still a whole lot left undone. And so it's on that note that I will start from the good ones, the not too good ones, and then move to the ones that didn't even come to the party at all. If you look at, let me start from the Minister of Finance. The Minister of Finance, if you look at the current minister, who is the coordinating minister of the economy, and that's why I'm starting from there, you would say that in terms of the macroeconomics, you would say certainly the Minister of Finance, the CBN, it's like they have a very perfect working relationship. In terms of the macroeconomics, the things seems to be looking up. Also, given, given the fact that I think the government also, the Dangote refinery and some of the intentions of the government to actually look inward in terms of, some of those areas that were draining the, the forests. So in terms of that and policy direction, you say the Minister of Finance, the CBN, they perform, creditably well. But in terms of the microeconomy, because it's actually, your macroeconomy can be perfect. Once there is no synergy between the macro and the micro, then certainly people are not going to feel, your policies beyond the rhetorics. So in terms of the microeconomics, that is driving down your policies. There's basically nothing happening there. That's why you find out that, people are still complaining there's no food for the ordinary man. There are no jobs. Employment is almost in comatose. So the investors that we're waiting for are still not here. So the real sector, it's really not working. There is a big gap. So that area needs to be fixed. It is also very convenient for people to say, 2 years is not enough. But 2 years should be, we should see, the handwriting. So that's why I said, for macro, fantastic. But for the microeconomics, there's still a whole lot. Nothing seems to be happening. That's why, even take agriculture also, for example, it's not enough to say rice has come down. You also need to look at the farming, actually, because farming without processing, agro-processing, it's poverty. It's not just enough to say we are farming, but how are you processing those products that you are farming? And then I will quickly move to the Minister of Interior. Before now, the Minister of Interior used to be known for public holidays only. Remember the Dambazas, Aregbe-Shola. I said this at a different fora. The only time we know of Minister of Interiors was when public holidays to be announced before now. But now, the current Minister of Interior is doing creditably well. We've seen now passport production it's no longer a big deal. We've seen, even the passport production center, a hub. We've seen a lot of improvement in that. We've seen SEPAC. We've seen the airport's entry point. We've also seen a lot of work being done, innovation, technology, research and development in as far as the Minister of Interior is concerned. We saw the prisons renaming, but that aspect, we still need a whole lot to be done in terms of reformation. Apart from renaming the prisons as reformatory, we need a whole lot to be done there. And then one area that the ministry needs improvement on that. There's no division between expatriate quota payment and the student payment. So there's need to be a divorce between, so that people can understand, because that consistently is confusing immigration as we speak. Right. And then also another area that you can say that we're doing well is in aviation. We've seen the Minister for Aviation, consistently try to reach out so that airlines operators in Nigeria can get a fair deal and a fair share.
All right, Mr. Oshoma.